It's tool time, so here we go. So I'm up here gonna wash the roof of my camper, and it's been 3 or 4 years since I've washed it. You can see it's pretty dirty. Now what I do to wash it is I use my power washer, and I've got a turbo nozzle on the end of my power washer wand. And you know, this is a 29-foot camper, so it's got a fair amount of roof space, and you can see it's been sitting under some trees and things uncovered because the tarp ripped. So it isn't as clean as I'd like it to be, but let me show you what else I use. I use my surface washer on it also. This is my surface washer, and I use it to clean concrete, and I use it to clean pavers, but you can see the corner where I've already washed. Surface washer. Now if you go a little too fast, it'll make these streaks like that. You just got to go nice and slow, and you can wash it with the surface washer. And it actually does a really good job. You can see that it cleans it almost perfectly white when you do that. So I'll do a couple sections of it and you can watch. Yeah, so right now you're just going to want to drag it across here. This surface washer I'll use for concrete and pavers generally. But here, you can see I can just drag it across and set the pressure pretty low. I think I've got the pressure set right now at about 1500 psi. This surface cleaner will do about 4000 psi. But you can see it just cleans it almost instantly with no chemicals. Now, if you go too fast, you'll make streaks like this. If that happens, you can just come back and slowly drag across it again. It'll clean it right up. So that's how it works. And you can see it does a pretty darn good job. And then any big debris and stuff like this, I'll get in there. I'll just use my wand and quickly blow it off. What I usually do is I'll use my mechanical wand, or my wand, and I'll trim out areas like this, like around the vent. You can see around the vent, I've already trimmed it out like this. But this is a really good way to clean it. And it's pretty easy and doesn't use any chemicals. Now the surface cleaner I'm using on here, actually I got from Northern Tool quite a few years ago. Like I said, I use it mostly for concrete and pavers, but underneath of it you'll see, try to turn it over for you. So underneath of it, it just has a couple spinning power washer jets like this. And you know, they're really close to the surface, so they do a really good job. And then they're angled so that it spins when it's turned on. You'll have a lot of pressure and it spins around and cleans it. And then this brush out here, well, on the outside of mine there, it's kind of worn off, but over here it just keeps it from splattering on you. And the pressure of this thing actually makes it hover off of the ground just a little bit. So sometimes the brushes will make contact, but usually on full pressure anyway, doing concrete, this will hover off the ground about an inch because of the pressure. The brushes are just there for splatter. On here, you kind of drag it around, and the brushes will make contact. If you're looking for a good way to clean your camper, this is a good way. Does a really good job with a little effort and no chemicals. So keep watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm going to cover some other topics. Thanks a lot.